Hi, this is Author Ravi, and this is going to be the very second video of this channel with an intent to spread the awareness about the process of manifestation, what it is, and you can see I personally would like to feel it, just to call it art of conscious living, because it is what it is. It's just an art of consciously living and directing our lives to our desired goals, rather than just calling it a manifestation or manifesting technique, which emphasizes on the fact that it is a technique just to achieve our desires. And I would like to mention, in the first video I just mentioned what manifesting is, or what manifestation or the art of conscious living. It's not something we have just come across just now. It's the way of life that we have been living unconsciously, but all we are trying to do now is just live it consciously, to redirect our thoughts, to redirect our imagination, our intentions toward a desired goal. That's what manifesting is, or the art of conscious living. So without further ado, the topic of this video is the desires. So basically, what I've seen throughout my journey of this manifesting art of conscious living, people usually come across these kinds of concepts or the way of living when they are desiring something, right? That desire is the driving factor that brought them here to the concept of manifesting or art of conscious living. They do have a burning desire which they are not able to get or fulfill, and what people usually think the desires are the cause of all miseries. It has been you can say stated multiple times in the scriptures across the world. And for the desires, men would like to work on the outside, in the outer world, and when he fails, he comes back inside in his own mind and he imagines it is not meant to be. But what I found throughout my research, you can say a spiritual awakening and all those things, desires are the motivating factor of life. And when someone asks me what is the motive of life, the motive is nothing, just the appeasement of hunger. Hunger of what? Hunger of desires. If you look at someone, right from a normal person to a sage, each and everyone has desires. A sage, a pandit, a learned wise man would say, I really do not have any kind of desire, but he has. His desire is peace, solitary, right? He desires a knowledge. He desires spiritual awakening. No one in this world is without desire. Desire is something which drives us, and it is the only, you can say, the purpose of our existence. And one might not feel ashamed if he desires something materialistic, if he wants to have certain amount of money, maybe a home, a bungalow. Desires are actually somewhat is something which continuously directs us. For example, right now you might be lacking something in your life, and now you have a desire. So desires are the ways and indication which comes from within, which helps us guide our life. Without desire, if anyone who really doesn't have any kind of desire, he's not human, because humans' existence purpose is the desire. It is really important to understand we should not be ashamed of our desires, whatever may be. It comes from within and it redirects our life. It shows us the way, I really want this, now we should be moving our life ahead like this. And from the people I interact and I guide, I would say most of them have material possessions as their desires. Some of them have a very specific person, a person whom they love. They had a good relationship, but somehow it got lost. That is desire. Your desire could be anything, a job, a relationship, Maybe you want some friends, maybe you want some material possessions, a car, a bungalow, a home. It could be anything. Desires are actually like the signals from our inside that are saying to us, like, let's go this way, let's go that way, let's do this. And having said that, through the process of manifestation or the art of conscious living, the basic, you can say fundamental line which completely explains the process of manifestation is, life doesn't happen to us, it happens through us. Manifestation is not a tool of, or you can say technique, set of tool or techniques. It's a law, you can say. It's a law and the promise which must be appropriated inside first, and rest will follow. So suppose today you have a desire. It could be anything. It could be anything what you desire. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to take anyone's permission for it. You know what you want, right? Now you know what you want. You must appropriate first within. You may look outside. You may not find any kind of evidence supporting that fulfillment of desire. Maybe 5 years down the line, maybe 10 years down the line. Maybe you're lacking a lot of resources. Maybe you're lacking qualifications. Maybe you're lacking anything that which might help to achieve your desires, basically. But if you have a desire, you must firstly like appropriate it inside. So what do I mean by appropriate? Like, can you imagine, like, if someone wants to become a millionaire, for example, through a set of businesses he wants to set up and he wants to become millionaire, and in this case that person is you. Can you imagine, with a great sense of feeling, with the sense of ownership, like you are that person? And if you're able to do that, maybe in the reality you're not that person, but can you close your eyes and imagine, like, having that feeling of fulfillment of that desire, that you are that person who have multiple lines of businesses and you are a millionaire right now? Can you appropriate that feeling? That's the basis of manifestation. You can go around whole day, maybe even months, maybe even years, writing it down on a pen of paper, like what usually the coaches tells us to do, the online coaches, like 3x6x9 method. If you have a desire, you can write it down 1,000 times, maybe 1,000,000 times. But it's not about writing something. We believe doing something outside, writing outside on a piece of paper 1,000,000 times will help us get closer to our desires. We do it every day on a piece of paper. Soon we find ourselves amongst bundles of sheets, or maybe bundles of copies we have filled up with our desires. I am a millionaire, writing it down 50,000 times a year. Soon we find ourselves millions and millions and millions of miles away from our desires. It's not, desires must be first appropriated inside. You have to write your desires inside of us. We humans have tendency to do something in our outer world, maybe in our external things, maybe in our physical reality, to achieve desires or goals. Maybe I should be doing that. But it must be first appropriated inside first. The real work doesn't begin outside, it begins from within. Like, if you look around yourself, like maybe you're sitting in a room, maybe you are sitting in a cafe right now as you're watching this video. Look around you. Maybe you're sitting on a table, maybe you're sleeping on a bed. There's a fan above you, there's an air conditioner in your room, maybe there is a coffee machine. Look around you. Each and every object was once first in the mind of a inventor, maybe a person, a carpenter who imagined the table in his mind first, then it came out being. Each and everything that is surrounding you was first in the imagination of some person, maybe a year back, maybe 1,000 years back, maybe 300 years back. It was first conceived as an imagination inside of a person. Nothing in this world comes from outside. It comes from within. You can go outside and look around you. Pick up any object you like. It was first conceived and imagined in a mind of a person. Then it came out in existence through ways and means. If you have a desire, you must appropriate it inside of yourself first. That is the basis of manifestation, or the art of conscious living. When you consciously redirect your whole thoughts and patterns, and you continuously feel about your manifestation or about your desires, it will come into fruition into your life. We should not be ashamed of our desires, what we do desire. It must be first appropriated inside. And how you can go about it, maybe you, after this video, you take 15 to 20 minutes of your time. Sit down on a chair, maybe in a cafe, maybe at some place quiet, maybe at your home. You have a desire. It is a signal from within. Sit down, relax, close your eyes, and just imagine what would it feel like if you are that person who already has your desire. Maybe you want a car. What would it feel like if you already had that car? Can you imagine it? Maybe in your mind's eye, maybe your imagination, you're driving that car. What would it feel like? That's the question. It must be first appropriated within. The rest of the world will follow. And what I would suggest all the people who I usually interact with through my guiding sessions and all those things, and through my videos and Reddit channel, I would seriously recommend you guys reading about Neville Goddard. Feeling is the Secret must be the very first book one should get onto. And I do understand the nuisance of these new age content creators that are creating made up terms online regarding the manifestation process. The catchy thumbnails right from it to the made up terms, parallel reality, pedestals, free will. All those new age concepts, like, they are completely diverting us from the main thing, what the manifestation is all about. It's the art of living. And what they are suggesting us like, do this, do that, a simple set of techniques. It's not about the techniques, it's about the realization that life doesn't happen to us, it happens through us. I'll be putting up some more videos like this, and maybe in the next video I'll be putting up something about how to go about your desires. This video was all about the desires and desires' origin, its meaning, and it must be first appropriated within. I know this will help.